Welcome everybody to this match in the World Cup. Today we have Brazil versus Vietnam, and this is going to be the first game of the second round of the tournament. And the series will be a best of 3, and I got some exciting announcements to make regarding the next season. While this series goes on. So, regarding the next tournament, I'm going to start the game. There's going to be a few things that are going to be different. In the next tournament, for one, the length of the tournament is going to be extended from 11 days to match an entire month. So, if it's like a 30-day month, it's 30 days long. A 31-day month is 31 days long. The only differences between the two is the number of first round matches are played in one day for a single day only. Unless if it's like a 28 or 29-day month, then it's going to be a little bit more double game days. But there's going to be more games coming your way next season. There's also going to be a team expansions going up to 32 teams. Also, Vietnam just scored. Congrats. You now lead the series so far. Technically. You haven't won the game yet, though. And based on how popular your nation is on my YouTube channel will determine if you make it in or not. I can possibly do Twitch, but I haven't finalized that decision yet. Here's a shot. Missed shot. So since it's the start of this second round, I'm guessing we can announce some things about the leaderboards as of right now in terms of which countries are popular. So it's 2-0 for Vietnam now. What I can say is, based on the month of June, we can expect to see teams like the United States, the Philippines, Mexico, the UK, Australia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Canada, Denmark, and Malaysia in the tournament, but there are going to be more teams than just those 10. As in fact, there's going to be 16 nations picked. Even though there's 32 teams, I feel that if we incorporate 32 different countries, some of those games are going to be dead zones where there's no fan base because of the lack of fans on my channel as there is. So some nations are actually going to get more than one team starting next season. You already know the US is getting more than one team. The number that is going to be determined based on your position and popularity on the channel from your entire country's perspective. If your country is the 16th, from 16th to 9th in popularity on the channel, you will get one team. If your nation is 5th to 8th on the channel, you will get 2 teams. The score is 1-3, by the way. Vietnam leads a dominating lead now. But if you are third or fourth, you will get a third team. If you're second, you'll get a fourth team, and the most popular nation will actually get 6 teams. So that way we could cover many different fan bases. So, and each of those different nations are actually going to resemble a different part of that country. It's not going to resemble, it's not like, oh, there's 6 different United States. We have 6 chances to win. Nope, that's not how what I have it set for. In fact, each team is going to represent a different region of the U.S. in case if the United States does get first, which it might, considering the United States is already first right now. In terms of population. Vietnam really knows how to score. And I'm pretty sure Vietnam's going to take game 1 of this best of 3. Oh yeah, speaking of series and stuff like that. The length of games is going to be slightly different next season. In the first round, it's actually going to be the first team to score a goal will win the game and move on to the next round. Those are going to be your quick rounds. The second round is going to be what the first round is. It's going to be a 5-minute game, single game. The third round is going to be what the second round is right now. It's going to be best of 3. The semifinals is going to be like what the semifinals is going to be best of 5. And then the finals is going to be a best of 7. That's option 1. There's also option 2, where all games are best of 7s. Which, those are the 2 plans. And the timer's about to expire. Game 1 goes to Vietnam. The score is 7-2. What a blowout. And so far, Vietnam has a 1-game series lead over Brazil. Now, the series is not over yet. There's still 2 more games at max. But at the minimum is 1. There's still going to be at least another game and Brazil would have to win both games in order to win this series. Vietnam just needs to win 1 more, and then they're off to the third round, also known as the semifinals. Alright, we're moving on to the Wasteland. Alright, so here we go. Game 2. Brazil needs to win this one and the next one to advance. Vietnam just needs to win one game. They can lose a game, but they can't. But if they lose 2, they're done. And oh wow, what a defense there. Shots fired and scores. Outlaw leads 1-0. Or, sorry, Brazil leads 1-0 over Vietnam after a good goal. And the ball's going to be in red territory and scores. Brazil leads 2-0 over Vietnam, and the series gets better. I think the season format we use will actually depend on the number of days there are in the month, actually. Because 2 best-of-7 series in the same day is actually going to be very, very long, as it could take up to 2.5 hours to finish 2 best-of-7 series in a row with all 7 games in play. And that kind of time is extremely long. So it's best for me to for days with 30 for seasons with 30 days or less, we would use the first format, where it'd be first to 1 goal wins in round 1, best of 1 regular, best of 1 in round 2, best of 3 in round 3, best of 5 in round 3, okay, what am I saying? Best of 3 in round 3, yes. There's too many 3s. Best of 5 in the semifinals, and best of 7 in the finals. That would be used for days with 30 months. That would be for months with 30 days or less. However, next month actually has 31 days, which means we're planning on doing the other format, which is going to be best of 7 every single game. in each best-of-7 series would probably be live streamed because I should be able to read chat while the series is going on. And I think commentary while reading chat would be quite fun, actually. And plus, it would put less clutter on the video tab. Because I know some people might complain about the number of videos of this kind on the video page. I'd rather it being in the live stream page, because most of the people that join will just click on my stream and then not rewatch the stream. Alright, so based on the calendar, there are, in fact, 7 months with 31 days and 5 with 30 or less. So it's actually going to be more of Format B than Format A. And which is actually exciting, because I actually like Format B a lot better than Format A. The only reason Format A still exists is because I don't have enough time to straight up stream 2 best-of-7 series in the same day, because there's going to be 32 teams in every season. And that's a goal. Vietnam was shut down in this game. And it's 6-2 now. It looks like we're going to need the third game, which I don't mind. It's actually not that bad. As the clock ticks down, Brazil has taken Game 2, and the winner will be determined in Game 3 of our best-of-3. So, I think that was a great game. And let's go see what our last map is going to be. It's going to be Salty Shores. Fun fact, this used to be a point of interest in Fortnite back in Chapter 3. Was it? Was that Chapter 3? I don't know. I think it was, because Chapter 4 didn't have it. I know dang well it didn't have it. All the POIs were medieval themed for like the first season. Just like this season, just like this chapter, all the POIs are European themed. The other 3 chapters, however, was all normal themed. Alright, so the score is 0-0. Brazil and Vietnam are looking to try to move on to this astonishing semifinals. Brazil's never gone, and Vietnam is never gone. Both of these teams have never made it to round 3 in their lives, and one of them is going to make that dream come true. It's either going to be our only South American team or one of the underdogs from Asia. As Vietnam has scored first. Vietnam has scored first. Now, the winner of this game will be playing either Australia or Canada in the semifinals, depending on who wins that best-of-3 series. That's going to be a good one, hopefully. Because I see some talent in Canada, and I know Australia can put up a good fight. We've seen them do it before. Bandit scores. It's 3-0. It looks like Vietnam has got a dominant lead over Brazil, and Vietnam might be the ones going to the third round for the first time in franchise history. All right, here we go. They continue to dribble the ball around. Now, 32 teams is quite exciting. This does mean that a lot of teams are going to have regions again. It's going to be our biggest tournament ever because we haven't done a 32-team tournament. And no. Brazil might get shut out here in this game, and this could be the very end of South America once again in the second round. As Vietnam are finally about to do something they have never done before. As the final 10 seconds ticks down, for the first time in franchise history, Vietnam are going to the semifinals. Brazil may have just scored here, but there's 1 second left. You can't activate like this too late. And as a result, the timer is expired, and Vietnam, for the first time in franchise history, are going to round 3, and will be playing either Canada or Australia in the semifinals And the upsets continue. First, Vietnam gets through Indonesia. As Indonesia was in the semifinals last season, now Vietnam are also going to take their place in the semifinals as well. And as they're off to the third round, things are quite bright in the country of Vietnam. Congratulations to getting to the third round, Vietnam, and we will see you guys in that semifinals game, best of 5, and we'll see you guys